Bad Girls Club and reality star Judi J went on the In The Skreetz Podcast and spilled some tea about Natalie Nunn, the Zeus Network, and the Baddies. Some tea that we already knew. However, she's confirming it. And you better believe we're going to talk about it. Welcome back to Damien After Dark. If you're new here and you haven't subscribed yet, please click the subscribe button right below this video. Also, turn on your post notifications and like this video if you don't mind by clicking the thumbs up button. That helps me get in the algorithm so more people like your beautiful self can find us here, okay? Also, join the conversation and let me know what you think about what Judy said in her interview. Because, baby, she was spilling. She was spilling on the girls, okay? Last but not least, if you would like to donate to the Damien After Dark movement, in the description box below will be ways that you can donate using PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, and Zelle. I'll also post my Amazon wish list there for those that choose to take that route. Thank you for all the love, donations, and support. All right, let's get into this tea and this video that I got of Judy on this podcast called In The Skreetz. I want to make sure I give them their credit. Or Word on the Skreetz. I'm sorry, not In The Streets. And it's not streets, it's Word on The Skreetz Podcast. Skreetz. So shout out to them for posting this on their page. Because I saw it and I said, oh, I got to do a video about this because Judy is letting it all out. I haven't listened to the full podcast yet. And when I do, if there's more tea, I'll post another video. But this part in particular, I really wanted to talk about because it was juicy, and we've talked about these accusations before on the after show, the Baddies East after show. So I thought this piece of evidence that Judy is bringing forth is important to our story, to our case, to what we talk about here, right? Now, before I get into the video, I would like to first start out this video by saying that everything in this video that I say, that I talk about, that I report on, that whatever it's all alleged. All right, I just want to say that to start off. This is all alleged by Judy. This is her story. This is her truth. We are only repeating it so we can discuss it and research on it. Right? Okay. Copyright disclaimer, all that good stuff. Alleged. I just want to get all the legalities out of the way before we play the video. So let's roll the clip and then we will talk.
That means so much to me. Like, not only that, but I don't have anything in common with those girls at all. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like, and I'm not talking shit, but a fact is a fact. Like, most of them are like prostitutes. Most of them are on OnlyFans. Most of them are being pimped and pimps and hoes. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like fighting. And from what I know personally, people have even said this. Stunna, said this. Like, they're all having sex with each other. It's like a brothel, to be honest. And not only that, but like producers are literally telling the girls, you better fight or you're going to go home.
So the host asked Judy, what was your experience like on Baddies? Would you go back? That sort of thing. And Judy says, I don't have anything in common with those girls at all. Most of them are prostitutes. Most of them are on OnlyFans. Most of them are being pimps and hoes and fighting. And from what I know personally, people have said this, and even Stunna has said this, they're all having sex with each other. It's like a brothel. Producers are literally telling the girls, you better fight or go home. End quote. That's what Judy said. I'm going to take a puff on that one. Bitch. I mean, the streets have been talking for months, a couple years now about what goes down at the Zeus Network when them cameras go off, right? We've talked about it, you and I. We've talked about it here on the show. We speculated, all alleged. We've always said allegedly because we don't know if this shit's to be true. But Judy's had firsthand knowledge. Judy was on Baddies ATL. Judy was at the forefront of this show, of bringing back a show that was Bad Girls Club related, a spinoff. Judy was trying to please the fans. And I've always liked Judy, okay? Even aside from her reality TV character, let's talk real for a minute. Because she was the star of season 7. We're going to just admit it. You know, I feel like sometimes Judy doesn't get her flowers. You know, Natalie and Tanisha get theirs for the Bad Girls Club game, but for the Bad Girls Club genre and whatnot, or whatever you want to call it. But Judy, I feel like, doesn't get hers because she went on to do a lot of things and a lot of spinoffs. Just like Natalie did, you know. She did her season she did BGC 7. Then she went on to do Bad Girls Club Love Games. Then she did All-Star Battle. Then she did Bad Girls Club, season 14 or 12, whatever season it was where they brought back OG girls. You know, she did, and then other shows outside of the Oxygen and Bad Girls Club brand. She did other shows as well. And one thing about Judy that I like, aside from her reality TV persona, is that she seems level-headed for the most part. Now, I could be wrong. I don't know Judy personally. I'm just speaking on what I've seen from her social media and you know, things like that. And she seems like, I'll tell y'all what happened. She went into this project, let's rewind a little bit before Baddies, right? What was it? Pandemic year? Somewhere around the pandemic. Natalie, Sarah, and Judy were all trying to start a show that had OG Bad Girls. And if y'all remember, they started it on OnlyFans. And they called it Bad Bitch Reunion. I mean, that off the bat, the name was just corny. I mean, they needed a network to help them, even though Zeus hasn't really helped them that much, other than giving them a platform. But, you know, they did this show called Bad Bitch Reunion on OnlyFans. It was a bootleg Bad Girls Club. You know, they were in a house, a little Airbnb they rented. And, you know, it wasn't great from what I saw. The clips that I saw, it wasn't great. So anyway, while they're filming this show, I guess Natalie has connections over at the Zeus Network. So she gets Zeus on board to do something with them and the Bad Girls. And that's also when Natalie kind of fucked Sarah and Judy over. And the rest of the Bad Girls, Tiana and Rocky and all of them that were in it. If y'all remember, Natalie kind of fucked them over because she had this side deal going with Zeus. Meanwhile, they're filming their own show together. But Natalie has her little side deal going on with Zeus, where she's making more money than the rest of the girls. And she fucked them over. And I think that's what ultimately created their fallout. That's what ultimately, you know, made Judy and Sarah say fuck Natalie. And that's why Sarah exposed Natalie with those recordings and that book that she released, outing Natalie as a colorist and all these other things. So anyway, what I'm trying to get to is that they did Baddies ATL, and I think Judy realized this show is not professional. This is not a professional set, and I've heard her say this before in interviews, you know, it wasn't a professional set. She's used to being on these shows where you're taken care of, not saying that Zeus doesn't take care of you, but you know, things are paid for, professional atmosphere, shows are produced correctly, shows are casted correctly, things like that, things that Zeus is not known for. And I think Judy bailed out early. She said, I don't want to be a part of this shit. And let's talk about, she says most of them are prostitutes. Most of them are on OnlyFans. Now, no shade to the sex workers. I'm not shaming the sex workers. Get your money however you got to get it, baby. And I'm sure Judy thinks the same thing. Most of them are what I thought was interesting is she said most of them are, you know, being pimps and hoes. It just all solidifies what we've been thinking. The Dubai trips that Natalie takes, where she takes a lot of girls to Dubai and Nigeria, and allegedly she's pimping them out to men, and they're all, you know, making a bag, and that's where they're getting these Chanel bags from and these Louboutins. She mentioned Stunna Girl. She says, from what I know personally, she's speaking on her own personal experience. From what I know personally, and people have even said this, referencing Stunna. She references Stunna Girl saying, whatever Stunna Girl said about Zeus. I think she said that Scotty and Lenny were sleeping together, allegedly, or they tried to sleep with her or something. Let me see if I can find that exact story. I don't really see any articles about it. I don't really see anything about it other than YouTube videos. But yeah, this has been alleged for a long time, and this interview makes you want to look at Lemmy and them like, oh, so are you really, fucking on the cast? Is this why Scotty gets brought back every season? When we've asked her not to come back, does she have something on you? Is security sleeping with people? I'm sure, security fucking on the cast members? Production, who in production is fucking on the cast members? Back when Baddies was first created on Zeus and whatnot, allegedly the word on the street from Sarah and others who have knowledge of the show and knowledge of what went on, that Natalie was allegedly sleeping with Daryl Farmer, who was one of the producers, one of the heads at Zeus. And she fucked him to help solidify the deal for Baddies. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, because I don't think she would have to fuck him to solidify the deal. Do I think she fucked him? Yeah. Do I think she had to screw him to solidify the deal? No, I think Natalie probably just wanted to fuck him, because she knew it would help her out in the long run, allegedly. I just think, I don't know. What do y'all think about it? Do you think Judy's lying? I don't think Judy's lying, right? Multiple people have said this now. We've got Stunner Girl who said it. We've got Judy who said it. And, she also mentioned, one of the things that she said I thought was interesting was, it's like a brothel. She compares it to a brothel. So that means we're talking plural at this point. We're talking more than one. So there's more. It ain't just Natalie fucking on Daryl here and there. It ain't just Scotty allegedly fucking on Lemmy here and there. She said it's like a brothel. So allegedly there are multiple people sleeping with one another, getting gifts. Is that why everybody on Zeus be getting these BBLs and they teeth done and all this shit? Like, what is going on, Zeus? Y'all need to do some damage control, some crisis control. What is happening? What's going on over there at the Zeus Network? Because I know y'all ain't being professional. Amber Ali had to sue the hell out of y'all, allegedly, because you let Jocelyn and Ballistic and other people beat her ass at the reunion. I mean, we know that Zeus is anything but professional over there. I would not doubt if it's one big brothel. I would not doubt if girls are fucking and sucking and throwing that cat back in a circle for Louis Vuitton bags, for they rent paid. Is that why Suki and Mariah Lynn came back for Baddies Caribbean Season 5? Mariah Lynn? You throwing that little pink pussy back? Huh? Suki? You throwing that Suki back now? What y'all doing over there, Zeus? She says producers are literally telling the girls, you better fight or you go home. Another thing that we already knew. Again, everything Judy's saying, we already knew, or at least we were speculating, right? But the fact that Judy's saying it, I'm not taking it as like a fan is saying it or a blogger is saying it. Somebody who has firsthand knowledge, who has worked with these people, is telling us this. And, Judy's not been back since. Do you see Judy at Zeus events? Have we seen her on a Zeus show? Do we see her at the Floyd Mayweather fights and shit? No. So she must really not want to fuck with them. She must, really not care or want to be involved with that. Now, the rest of those girls, like I told y'all, the rest of those girls, like Scotty, they stay around after getting abused by Natalie and slapped around by Natalie. They stay around because what are they going to do? Go back to North Carolina to their day jobs working at Logan's Roadhouse? No shade to Logan's Roadhouse. I love it. But they going to go back home to their little small town in Tennessee doing whatever? No. Why, when they can get BBLs and veneers and, fly to London and pop some pussy and bust a nut and make, $2,000? They're living a life they never really lived before, but they're paying the price at the same time because you selling your motherfucking soul. Unless you're voluntarily doing it because you just like sex and you like, listen, I'm not hating. Maybe they want the lifestyle that bad that I ain't gonna sit here and act like I'm better than if somebody wanted to buy me a motherfucking Chanel bag, I ain't gonna say a Chanel bag, because it's not that important to me to have a Chanel bag. But if somebody wanted to give me $2,000 to throw my ass in a circle, bitch, let me arch this back real quick and oil this pussy up real quick. Hold on just a minute. So I'm not shaming anybody. It's just that the holier than thou, we're baddies, we're flying on private jets, we're businesswomen, we're boss women. Yeah, you're a businesswoman, all right. Negotiating that pussy. And that's okay. Just own the shit. Let's stop the facade. Let's stop Janisha tiptoeing around, acting like everything's great, and her and Lemmy are in some amazing relationship. Ultimately, I think Judy, just in closing, I think Judy was disappointed. I think she was let down. I think she was hoping that this show was going to be something different. I think she was thinking it was going to be produced differently. And like I said earlier, just professional. You know, be done professionally, like a professional set is done, because you got to be careful working on reality shows, these type of shows, because you're around each other every day and you're just kind of living your life, and it's easy to get comfortable and do things that you shouldn't be doing, that you got to remember you're at a job and you're on a set, right? Like, yeah, we're living our lives and we're filming a reality show, and these people are around me all the time with cameras and behind the scenes, but they're doing a job. We can't be fucking. We can't be snorting lines together off the bathroom counter, allegedly. Anyway, I would love to hear what you guys have to say about what Judy said in this video. Let me know what you guys think. Do you believe it? What do you guys think about them being allegedly prostitutes and pimps? Who do you think's doing the pimping? Is Natalie pimping? Is Lemmy pimping? Who's doing the pimping? Do y'all think that's why Scotty gets asked back every season? Maybe that's why Rolly gets asked back every season. Maybe Rolly throwing that roly-poly in a motion. I don't know, but I need you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Turn on your post notifications and like this video to help me get in the algorithm so more people like your beautiful self can find me here. Also, if you want to donate to the Damien After Dark movement, in the description box below will be ways that you can donate using PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, and Zelle. Also, I will post my Amazon wish list there for those who choose to take that route. Thank you so much for the donations, the love, the comments, the subscriptions, everything. I appreciate you guys so much, and we'll see you next time on Damien After Dark. See ya.